Hi everybody, I'm Mark Bettinson. I'm the broker of Exit Premier Real Estate, back with you again. It's February of 2024 and today's video is going to be a market review of the last 5 years really here in Burlington, Massachusetts, because they've been a remarkable 5 years. Burlington homeowners have watched their values go up about 34% over the course of this 5-year time frame. And that included, of course, COVID. COVID started 4 years ago, and those of us in the business, and everybody for that matter, were legitimately concerned about what was going to happen with this economy. How was it going to affect everything? It was a big mystery in some ways. And it turned out the real estate market has skated right through it, almost unfazed. But there are some little nuances that I'll share. As we've already said, the pricing has just continued to escalate about 7-8% a year on average. Now that's partly because of the supply and demand dynamic. Massachusetts, Burlington, all of New England is really very attractive to a lot of people. We have so much in our general area in terms of education and attractiveness. So people still come here, people still want to live here, and that's a big part of it. There are just less sellers around than there are buyers. Another big part of it, though, was with COVID, with the impending threat and the uncertainty around an economic environment with COVID, the federal government loosened interest rates. They made money cheaper. They also gave away money, if you recall. They sent checks to everybody. They put incentives in place so that companies wouldn't just fire their employees or lay them off. And everything was geared around preventing a crash of the economy. We can't go back to barter. And it worked. The next 2 years, the economy didn't crash. Indeed, of course, there was a price to be paid for the loose credit, and that was inflation. And by 2022, the federal government, the Federal Reserve Board specifically, realized that they have to deal with the inflation that they had caused and that COVID had caused by disrupting the supply chains. And they did. They started to raise interest rates quite steadily through 2022. And then what we saw in the housing market is that there was a decrease in sales because mortgage rates rose up over the course of a year and a half by 5 percentage points or more, all the way up into the mid to high 7 range as of late in 2023. So we saw a 20% decrease in home sales in Burlington in 2022, another 4% in 2023. And with the fall of last year, the Federal Reserve has stopped raising their rates, and the mortgage industry has started lowering their rates. So we're back down into the mid-6s for the 30-year fixed mortgages, and we anticipate that we're going to see a continued increase in sales again in 2024, comparable to what we've had in 2020 and 2021. We also anticipate the prices will continue to rise because the same dynamic is in place in terms of the number of sellers relative to the number of buyers. So there we are. It's a very, very dynamic and healthy real estate market. The days on the market is still low. There is still competition for every property. There is still a need to present a property in order to get the highest price, to present it accurately, to present it beautifully, updated where it can be updated without going crazy. Staging is still important. And we are here to serve. We've been in business, Exit Premier Real Estate, for 23 years now. Many good agents in the office. And I welcome your call. I wish you a great 2024.